What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Welcome to the RNEWS evening show. And let's just jump into it. From r/politics, Trump was convinced he was going to win on election night in a repeat of 2016. And was shouting at everyone when Fox News called Arizona for Biden. My uncle just bought some tiny designer puppy that gets so excited to see me that it pees all over itself. I like to imagine Trump like that on election night. So worked up and shivering in excitement to be yelping and tippy-tapping in a puddle of his own piss. He wears a diaper, which is why Diaper Don got under his skin. I love Trump's TV mentality. He had a meltdown as Fox projected Arizona for Biden, so instructed Kushner to ring Rupert Murdoch to get it changed. What a gobshite. Having a TV station project him to win instead isn't gonna change how people had voted. Hence the words voted. It's past tense. Pretty sure you just described bankruptcy fraud. That's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what he does. Well, to be honest, it's his CFO. Hand-picked and trained by Don's father. Don doesn't understand how it all works. And frankly, I'm sure Don is not the majority benefactor of the scam. Don is just the figurehead. The one who looked at fabric swatches, paint colors and furniture. I feel the exact opposite. I wish I was a fly on that wall. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, Trump spent $3 million for a vote recount in Wisconsin's largest county to support his baseless claim of ballot fraud, but lost by even more than initially thought. He didn't do it to gain votes. Of course, if you count a strongly Democratic area, it will find more Democratic votes. He did it to raise doubts and support his baseless claims of fraud. All of this shameless idiocy just confirms what a self-centered, childish, inept president this guy was for 4 years. I mean, we already knew that. But this is just the pitiful exclamation point of failure at the end. This is the part that just has me shaking my head. Trump supporters call us sheep, brainwashed libs, the list goes on. Yet here we are watching Trump supporters send their money to a billionaire, all because that billionaire keeps tweeting that fraud has taken place and he needs your money to prove it. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/World News, Canada blocks bulk exports of some prescription drugs in response to Trump import plan. Because of fricking course they did. And I wonder whose name is on that amendment. No one's, because the ban isn't part of the Affordable Care Act and there isn't a general ban. The VA is allowed to negotiate prices, for instance. The ban on Medicare negotiating drug prices is part of the law establishing Medicare Part D, the part of Medicare that pays for prescription drugs. From 2003 during the Bush administration, the ban was added to get enough Republicans on board in the House for it to pass. There are plenty of people that care about getting rich. The rest were too swamped by their job to read the 1,000-page ACA bill. That's completely incorrect. It has nothing to do with the ACA. Republicans passed a law in 2003 under Bush that prevents Medicare from negotiating drug prices. Don't try to pin this one on Obama. Okay, but blaming the Democrats and the ACA for something the Republicans did years earlier is not just false. It smacks of that both sides bullcrap. Only one party wants to take away healthcare, prevent negotiation of drug prices, end pre-existing protection, etc. The Republicans. And just saying Congress or US politics without naming names plays right into that. Most of the drugs are made by the same supplier but sold cheaper because Canada has laws that are not written by lobbyists. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, Pennsylvania Supreme Court dismisses Trump allies' attempt to throw out millions of mail-in ballots. Oh no, who could have seen the kraken turning its tentacles against its retainer? Question mark. I never thought the kraken would destroy my home with its gargantuan tentacles. Screamed supporters of the kraken destroying people's homes with its gargantuan tentacles party. Watch, cried the kraken, as I rip out my own eyes and dangle them menacingly in front of you. Oh no, not wait, did you say your own eyes? Yes, and then I shall rip out my own tongue. We'll see how you like that. That's a bit much, bro, can't take it. Gaze in horror as I rip out, oh god my eyes, this really hurts, this is Hillary Clinton's fault, why didn't you stop me? Quote. Derp state. I like how they think us making fun of them is us panicking. It's nervous laughter. Quote, "They have no one left to appeal to. The federal courts do not have jurisdiction over this case, and this was the PASC dismissing the case with prejudice. They have officially lost, no appeals left. I'm a lawyer." LMAO. One of the top posts on our Conservative is a post from the Epoch Times saying they're nearly guaranteed to win this one. You'll get 'em next time, guys. Just keep flinging unsubstantiated trash at the wall. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, AOC's Among Us stream on Twitch nets $200,000 for charity. When a representative does more for pandemic relief playing a video game than our government can do in 6 months, the people pick their leader in times of turmoil. I believe she will be turning 35 in 2024. Could be youngest president. I watched it from Jagmeet's stream, NDP party leader in Canada. They were chatting, and at some point, she was all down to business to play the game. Was funny watching the dude as it was his first time playing and he kept getting killed. Overall looked like they were all having a good time. Same. Singh is so genuine in the way he speaks. I honestly hope this becomes a semi-regular thing. Like maybe once every 2 months. Some high-profile politicians get together, stream video games for charity. I was trying to explain it to my stepdad and all he could say is, "Why would anyone watch that?" I turned and said, "You watch hockey and wrestling. I can say the same thing." $200,000 more than Congress has in the last 6 months. Eggfather does it again. Younger people need to be in politics. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/news, canvassing board certifies Joe Biden's win in New Mexico. Nah bro, it's a comedy. Tragedies have sad endings, and he got voted out, which is a happy ending. I didn't know New Mexico was still in question. All states have to certify their votes before the Electoral College can do their voting. The only reason this is noteworthy enough to cover is because Trump hasn't conceded. Technically speaking, Biden isn't officially president-elect until the Electoral College votes him in. In the past, this was mostly just a drawn-out technicality. But in this case, it's the only thing that will get Trump to give up. Well, unless he wants to be dragged out of the White House by the Secret Service. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show, and I'll see you tomorrow.